Ditlev Engel. As you can see, your Vestas shares up 15%. You have beaten estimates in quite difficult economic circumstances. What do you put that down to? What's going on in this very competitive industry?
Well, I think first and foremost, a lot of the challenges that we're seeing in the world at the moment, there's a lot of uncertainty about the regulatory issues, where we're going to go on energy. We have seen some markets under significant pressure, and I think that has added a lot of, let's say, uncertainty surrounding the industry. And of course, there's overcapacities, as there's a very fierce competition. So there's a lot of uncertainty out there.
And part of that uncertainty is that you've got governments across the world, but notably in Europe and notably in America, saying, you know what, subsidies for things like wind farms and solar energy, they are being cut. Now, you're keeping your estimates for the rest of the year, but a lot of analysts are going, you know what, things could change very quickly. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I think first you have to look at how competitive you are in a difficult market. And we have spent the last few years on globalizing our business, meaning that I think on your program you spend a lot of time on currencies. Are they going up? Are they going down? And we have really globalized Vestas. So we feel that if there's business out there, we have both the products, the presence, the quality to really compete. So, so that is what we base it upon.
Now, we've just reported at the beginning there, your share price is up by about 15–16% in Copenhagen. The thing about that, though, it is at an extremely low level. It's what, lost 2/3 of its value in the past 12 months, I think. Why do you think investors may have lost confidence in you, and not just you, but in other companies in your industry group?
Well, I think actually you had the answer before. It is the regulatory uncertainty. Where we're going to go on energy? Are we going to see the energy transformation that we talked so much about a few years ago? I think the good news is, if you look for the long term, that we need an energy transformation, whatever going to happen. So I think that's important.
But when you look at that share price graph, which is really on a downward slope, does that make you think I'm vulnerable for a takeover target here?
Well, I think you have to differentiate between how you're doing in industry and the share price. And if I look at how Vestas is doing in the industry, we're doing quite well. We can't just change the entire world. We would like to try, but we can't. So I think you have to look at Vestas' competitiveness in the industry, and there I know we are in a very good position.
Do you think there will be more consolidation in the industry? Are you talking to anybody, for instance?
No, we're not. We have really planned on organic growth, and that is what we are going to continue to do. And that's where all our focus is.
How about moving into China? Isn't that the great big market that everybody would like to break into, but you're not really able to get in there, right?
Well, we are in China. We have 8 factories in China and 3,000 colleagues there. So we are very much in China. In fact, we are the largest non-Chinese in China.
Yes, yes, that's saying, that's comparing massive Chinese companies to Vestas, and frankly, on that scale, very small.
That is true. On the other hand, I think, again, you have to look about the long haul. And if you look at the competitiveness of Vestas' offering and products into China, I still think we're in a quite good position there.
And do you think wind power really is the way forward? A lot of focus recently has been more on the solar energy, and that value is more cost efficient and basically cheaper for people to adopt.
I think it's not about wind or solar. It's about we're going to need everything that we can think about, because the energy challenge in the world is really, really large. So it's not either or, but when it comes to the cost of energy, wind today is by far the cheapest of all.
Okay, Ditlev Engel, President CEO of Vestas, thank you very much indeed. Thanks for joining us here on Bloomberg today.